What up, Dokkanners? We're going to be checking out the new AGL Super Saiyan Duo Goku Vegeta from the Worldwide 2022. This guy is a combo machine, so how are we going to be using it? Let's find out. Right now, I'm thinking it's going to be a max dodge build, but over the course of the video, I will figure it out for myself. So use the timestamps down below to jump around. Let's go ahead and check out his build over here. Join forces, movie heroes. Key plus 3, 170%. Extra key plus 1 and stats plus 30 to those who also belong to pure Saiyans. The EZA adds the key plus 1. For the super attack, greatly raise attack and raise defense for 1 turn, costs colossal. For the 18 key, greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage and greatly lowers attack and defense. For the passive, key plus 5 attack and defense plus 250. Damage reduction 30%. Receives an additional key plus 1 per type key sphere obtained. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. For 4 turns from the character's entry, attack and defense plus 150. Launches an additional super. Damage reduction 40%. Defense plus 200% and damage reduction plus 20% before attacking. So he's rocking a 90% damage reduction before attacking for the first 4 turns. It's kind of crazy. When attacking with 18 or more key, attack and defense plus 150. High chance to crit. On the character's next attacking turn after performing 3 or more super attacks and receiving 5 or more attacks in battle, or when 3 or more movie hero category allies are on the team starting from turn 5 from the start of battle, receives a morale boost. What is a morale boost? They take off their clothes. Then they turn into Magic Mike Saiyans. These guys have the same exact attack 12 key and 18 key supers. And now for the passive, it gets a little bit more effective, a little more efficient. Key plus 5 attack and defense plus 300%. Damage reduction 70%. Receives an additional key plus 2 per type key sphere obtained. Launches an additional super attack. For 1 turn from the character's entry, damage reduction 20%. When attacking with 18 or more key, attack plus 150. High chance to crit. When receiving an attack with 18 or more key, defense plus 150. When activating the active skill or when attacking with 24 key, attack plus 300%, defense plus 150. Guaranteed crit. Launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super. Starting from the next attacking turn, attack plus 500% once only, temporarily, if facing only 1 enemy when attacking. So this guy is basically a combo machine with pretty impressive critical consistency. So in terms of build, you can pretty much just say dodge. And the reason for that is because nowadays with these newer events, you've got stunners, you've got sealers, you've got characters that can ruin an entire unit completely just by not letting them super. So to avoid that, I think putting some dodge would be a good idea. Plus 90% damage reduction, while it is good and it's going to help you on the majority of events in the slot 1, it's not always going to save you on events where they do cataclysmic damage. If you're taking 50 million damage from a character and you have a 90% damage reduction, that means you are still taking 10% of that damage. 10% of 50 million is 5 million. You ain't got no damn 5 million health. So I still think putting dodge will be good so that you can complement the 90% damage reduction with some dodge. That's my early take on the character. Over the course of the video, we could change our minds here. And his active can be activated when facing only 1 enemy starting from the next attacking turn. Causes ultimate damage and stuns. I feel like I've never actually seen this ever because it just takes so long to get to this point. But since the EZA makes it like straightforward and much easier to do, I think we should be able to see it. So that being said, we're going to be starting off with some more difficult events because we don't need to do the Divine Wrath Mortal Will. It's just this unit is too good. We're not going to be able to really see what he can do there. I will say my build right now is what it was from 2022. I have 0 dodge on the character just so that it won't interfere with stress testing. So let's just see how it goes. We're going to start with Goku Frieza Blue Zone DLC. I do not remember how this event goes, so we're just going to kind of go with the flow and see how it all pans out. I'm a little scared, but I think we'll be okay. So he fits on the Beast Gohan team. Our rotation is going to be Birdku slot 1, AGL Super Saiyan slot 2, and then everybody else can do whatever. So let's do this. Let's get the rotations lined up. All right, there we go. Let's make sure the animations are on. Last thing I need is for the... Yep, that was off. Okay, here we go. Let's begin. There's no intro. Okay, none of these guys have intros. All right, so we've got 90% damage reduction for the first 4 turns. So while Birdku makes sense to put in the slot 1, we ain't gonna do that. Although we should, because he gets all this. But no, we're stress testing, right? So what's happening here? 100,000 per STR key sphere picked up.
Money.
Oh, you know what? We're not going to be able to launch our 18 key, are we? 18 key, we get an additional defense buff. Oh, no, we do. Nice. 18 keys secured. And let's do this. And let's do that. All right. 90% damage reduction. Do your worst. Hit me. Look at that. A double digits. This guy, I don't think hits very hard, so I don't know if that really matters. $21 million damage on the crit on that first one. I didn't see what the attack stat was. We have 20 million on the follow-up. I was not paying attention. All right, so we're averaging around like 20-ish million. Okay, okay. These guys are a slow burn. It's going to take a couple of turns to, you know, eventually get them there. They have now launched 3 supers. They have to receive 5 attacks. Have they received 5 attacks, actually? I think they did. I think they're actually ready to do the morale boost. I think we're going full Magic Mike next turn. Oh. Kill him with a counter. Don't kill him here. Kill him with a counter. No. All right. Let's go ahead and skip ahead. I want to see these.
I will defeat you.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Let's keep this in the video. I haven't seen this fight in a while, so I don't remember what to expect here. Is this the one where dodge is disabled? Oh, crap. Dodge is disabled, isn't it? No. Okay. What? Defense plus 50% on the first turn from the character's entry. Okay. So I want to do something like this, right? Yeah, let's do this. No. I trust Beast. I trust my beastie. I trust these guys. I purposely threw just for the sake of this. I actually want to stress test these guys at 90% on this rotation. 90% damage reduction, a little bit less synergy, but still, let's see how we do. All right, go on, hit me. You're gonna super, right? Now you don't super me. Now you 30 million attack stat. All right, so we got our 3 super condition taken care of. He needs to get hit one more time. Sadly, he's not going to be getting the 5 hits on this particular run. Oh, okay, so he's going to tank this, no problem. We know that. Yeah, we're not struggling here. After the fact, we're fine. Oh, wow, actually. So, okay, so you know what? That right there, that proves my point. That right there proved my point. We have 90% damage reduction. We launched a couple of supers, and in spite of that, we still took 80,000 damage from a super. So that is why dodge will further supplement your defense by giving you just an opportunity to wiggle out of any damage altogether. That was actually good to have on record. I'm glad we got that. Why is this dude not sealed? Am I Dragon Ball fanning right now? Was it slot 2 that he's supposed to be sealed? I just remembered. I don't give a f. All right, so we're fighting Goku Frieza, and we have 10% health, but we got our max synergy rotation set up here. So we're once again going to stress test. That's the whole point. It's for science. So let's do this. Ideally, you put Birdku slot 1, and then we got Gohan slot 3, but we got the revives. So should the worst happen, we eye. Go on, hit me. Hit me. There we go. 90% damage reduction. I'm going to say we take 100,000 damage. 150,000 damage. 170,000. No, 150. 150,000 damage. Double digits. Okay. 40.4 million attack stat, by the way, because we got the extra synergy. And now all conditions have been met. So we can execute Magic Mike when we come back here. Okay, we're not doing too much. That's good, actually. I don't want to do too much damage to Goku Frieza until the Super Saiyans can really get, like, just pop off. Roy. These guys don't do a whole lot, but unless they get that damage boost, which they don't have yet, or the attack boost. All right, cool. So let's come on back. Yeah, I don't trust this at all. I do not trust this whatsoever. Magic Mike time.
I can't feel my legs. Vegeta, can you still fight? What kind of question is that? Damn you!
Dude, I haven't seen that animation in actually years. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, so now that we've stripped, we have 90% damage reduction in slot 1. So again, we're going to be just fine in the slot 1. Starting from the next attacking turn, we'll get the 500% boost. That will probably kick in when the Goku Frieza gets crazy. So for this one, since we already know that he tanks in the slot 1, I'm going to let Goku be in slot 1. So let's do that. And then we will do this. We hit 24 ki. By getting 24 ki, we will get attack plus 300% and guaranteed krita. So let's do that. And then let's do this. $40 million from our shield. So already one great thing in this video is that the morale boost is actually achievable. Okay, this would have been nice to have given to the duo, but it's fine. With the duo giving the synergy, Goku takes a double dip.
Sorry, everyone. It's all because of me.
See, I was just testing you. I wanted to see if you were paying attention. Goku loses some of that defense so that he can trigger the revive. Now this is the real prize. We get the 500% boost and we got the 90% damage reduction. I'm doing it now. Get it.
The odds are against us. Every breath in my body will be spent trying. That's the last time you will underestimate the Saiyan.
Whoa! 88 million damage. Oh my god. I don't have any attack equips or anything. Like, this is all just my old school build. 88 million. Okay. All right, damn. Well, you know what? While we're here, let's go ahead and use everything else because this is going to go down to the wire.
Enough is enough. I won't forgive you even if you apologize. You scum!
Uh-huh.
I'll end it right here. Special Beam Cannon!
All right. So we have the team surviving one thing. We've canceled one attack. This is going to be peak rotation. By the way, that may not seem like the highest amount of damage we should be seeing, but remember, he's a combo character. His damage, his true damage comes from all of the attacks that he's going to be launching. He's going to be getting all of this. All right. You're about to see something real special. Check this out. Check this out. Watch this. We're going to do that. And then we're gonna do that. There's not gonna be a Beast Gohan L because he's not even gonna get to attack. Check this out. Watch this. Watch this. Cool. Cool. 80 million attack stat for Bird Goo. Oh, nice. Nice. That's quite the opening act. 80 million attack stat from our shield. So what is our sword gonna have here? All right, take it easy. No super for you, bub. Here we go. 74 million attack stat. Guaranteed crita. 57 million damage on the crit. Here comes the additional 46 million attack stat. $35.3 million damage. All right. 38 million damage. All right. 40 million damage. All right. You see where we're going with that? That, okay, I was expecting a little bit more, but still, that was nice. Okay, Beast. You can definitely feel the lack of like attack equips so far. Oh, he's gonna kill with criticals, with crit counters. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Look at that. Redemption for the Beast. Everyone hated you, but I didn't. I always loved you. Bunch of freak. I don't want the freak. I don't want the freak. Oh. It has to be with a... Oh, he still tanks though. Dude, what?
I'll end it right here. Special Beam Cannon!
Okay, Beast. Look at that KO screen. Ooh, that's clean right there. All right, cool. Strong start. All right, let's move on. Totally forgot to point this out, and you might have noticed when you saw the Super Saiyan Duo not do as much as you were expecting. This right here, it says 500 attack temporarily. So that means it is a momentary thing. It's not for the duration of the turn. If it's for the duration of the turn, then you would see something like gain attack for the turn, right? But this says temporarily, which means it's only happening in one instance, which is why the active did as much as it did, and then the regular attacks were not as high, but we still did a good amount. So let that be, you know, let that be known. All right, now let's move on to the next one. It is tradition for any showcase to see if the character can handle the poop test. So we are going to pit the Super Saiyan Duo against...
Defeat you.
Okay. Shut up. It's time to pit the Super Saiyan Duo against the poop guy. 90% damage reduction, purely a stress test. We're going to test out multiple scenarios here. So let's put him in the slot 1. How much key do they actually need for the extra defense? Is it 18 or 24? It's 18. All right. So 90% damage reduction. And we have 3 links active. Let's just see how much damage we take. $280,000. That is a very good start. Okay. Turn 1, 90% damage reduction, 3 links active, under 300,000 damage. Let's try another scenario. All right, so now we're testing 90% damage reduction, turn 2. So he's got a little bit of wear and tear on him. Let's see how much we take. We took 280,000 on the first turn. Now that he's much more juiced up, I'm gonna say 500,000. Okay, 900,000. That still will keep you alive on this sort of a team because we've got a pretty robust team. We have 970,000 health. All right, let's go ahead and try turn 3. All right, turn 3, 90% damage reduction, slot 1, frame 1. What's gonna happen? We took 920,000 damage in turn 2. I'm gonna say this is 2 million. 1.8. So use that. Use those various instances to your advantage. Combine the character maybe with a Whis or something, depending on the situation, so that you can get through that. But wanted to provide some context for you. All right, now we're running through it for real now. So let's do that. Piccolo is sealed. So he's gonna get us almost dead, and then next turn we'll get the revive. It's all perfect. See, it all works out. It's all great. He tanks it. Tanks it like a champ. All right. Now Gohan gets to pop off a little bit. All right, now take that hit, almost die, and now dodge. Thank you. Okay, and now we've already seen how much damage we take, so there's no reason to do it again. Let's go ahead and have Birdku take some hits. So we'll do that. Oh, and then we'll go ahead and do this. No, he only needs 18 keys, so we're fine. So we'll just do this, and then we'll do that. Super Saiyans and Birdku together are such a good pairing. Love it. You want to dodge? Dodging would have been nice. All right, so we get the revive. You already know how it goes. All right, so we got the revive. We're back over here. Ooh, that would be pretty neat. You know what? Let me see if we can get lucky with a Cell Max cancel, or Cell Max, a Bio Broly cancel right here. If we cancel the super, and I'm gonna do this. All right. All right, so let's do this. And then I think we're okay to put Beast here. I think he can handle it. Let's do that. And then let's do that. And then next turn, we gonna bring ourselves home. I almost time traveled. I almost time traveled because I was so confused. I took 200,000 on a slap, and then I just took double digits on a super. What does Gohan's passive have again? What? I forgot. How does that work? See, first of all, how do y'all remember everything about these characters? I don't understand how y'all do this. I can't remember anything for the life of me. How did Gohan take so much damage and then just take nothing? Good job, Beast. Good job, Beastie. When receiving a super attack, he gets extra. Oh yeah, when he. Okay, yeah. When receiving a super attack, he gets extra defense and damage reduction. That's what it was. Yeah, forgot. I'd forgotten. All right, here we go. Let's do it. No morale change yet because this fight just doesn't allow us to do that. So we got Disfu in slot 1. Yeah, let's go ahead and cancel. He cancels, right? Yeah. We're going through a very natural fight here. I don't want this to be like artificial at all. This is an organic Bio Broly fight. So let's see how this goes. I don't know if we won't kill, but we should be able to take him out, I think, in probably 3 turns. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. He might be dead next turn. Oh, wait. I could use both beasts active to give both of them survive KO. Maybe that keeps us alive. All right, pretty good, pretty good. Thank you for the dodge. Whew. Yep. All right, so this guy gives us support. Hang on. Yeah, no, we should still do it. Okay. So let me go ahead and do this. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and do this. Survive KO. All allies survive KO. Oh, wait, he gives himself survive KO. I thought he didn't for whatever reason. I didn't have to do that. All right, so I don't think we're actually going to make it back to the other turn because I'm pretty sure we wrap this up here. Everybody gets extra stats because he eats the super. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a wrap. That's for sure a wrap. You know, if you want to be nice, you could fail these counters and not let them be crits. Attaboy. Be the failure everyone expects you to be. No crit. No crit. Keep the... No crit. Alright, so as you see, Bio Broly is a cakewalk. AGL Super Saiyan Duo didn't have much to do on this run, but they still provided a good chunk of damage before the morale boost. Yeah, the morale boost is still tricky, but it's far easier than what it used to be. All right, let's move on. All right, now we're taking on the 11th anniversary special battle part D, which is against UI Royal Blue. So we're gonna do some stress testing, and also we're just gonna run through the event normally. So we got him slot 1, 90% damage reduction, should be a piece of cake tanking both of these. And then we got the two Gohans together for max synergy. Ideally, and what's going to be really good about this is after the first few turns, when you lose that extra damage reduction, he will become a good rear guard. I think that's going to be an underrated part of his passive that people are not going to necessarily think too much to try out. Just like if he's a slot 3, he can be like the perfect way to end your rotations also while not getting you killed. Like when this guy gets stronger with all that damage reduction and the built up defense, he might be able to tank this Royal Blue Vegeta. Hopefully we can test that here. 26 million attack stat. We're getting all 5 of our hits on this turn, so we're gonna get the morale boost next turn, right? No. Oh, come on. Only 4 hits. The alternative is waiting till turn 5. You don't want to do that because turn 5 you then have to wait for the following turn to then use the active and all that, or the 500%. All that sucks. Damn, really? That's all we did? Their numbers start off lower, and they are pretty much on the lower side because that is just their innate design. They are a combo unit meant to do high volume, low damaging attacks for it to stack up. That's the idea. If every character is just built the same, functioning exactly the same, it would just be boring. Like there's beauty in variety. All right, so we're gonna keep, do I want to bench? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna keep these guys separate. We're just not gonna have them together. We're gonna have the Birdku and the Super Saiyan separate. Let's do this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Look who is gonna be dealing with Vegeta. Beast Gohan, do you have every... Okay. I'm afraid. Let's go ahead and skip this rotation. We don't need to see this. All right, we just need one more hit. Sadly, there's nothing happening in the middle. I would have liked to put the Gohan in slot 1, but whatever. I am getting really shafted on these, like, attack distributions. You aren't going to see it, but I tried to record the Physical Metal Cooler Showcase before this, and man, did it drive me crazy. If you were there for the live stream, you know. And because this is taking a while, we're still going to see that morale boost. Because, dude, UI Goku has over half of his health. And it's been, was it 3 turns? Yeah. Dude, so much. All right, we've got him to just about half. Royal Blue Vegeta has a little bit of attack gained because the Beast Gohan's counter, and so they automatically hit and register additional attack stacks. So by the time morale boost kicks in, I think Vegeta will have had maybe 4 or 5 hits. Oh no, I'm so scared. All right, we're gonna revive and...
I can't feel my legs. Vegeta, can you still fight? What kind of question is that? Damn you!
We did not revive last turn because everybody was just too good. No revival, but we have taken off our clothes. We're Magic Mike now, and we have 90% damage reduction. And remember, we can only get that extra attack bump if we're facing one enemy. We are facing currently 2 enemies, so if we come back here in 2 turns and they're still both enemies, this won't proc. So you could use that to your advantage and try to save it for some situation. I think what we should do, though, is we should probably take out UI. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to have you go after... Oh, Vegeta's going to... Okay. Is he attacking once? I think... You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this just to make sure that... Yeah, just to make sure that Beast Gohan doesn't phone it in. All right, so let's do this. And then we'll do this. Yep. And then, I don't know, I'll have you go after him. Okay. All right, this should work out. 90% damage reduction. Double digits. This guy is souped up now. But still, 90% damage reduction. It ain't gonna be nothing. Double digits. 53 million attack stat. We are lacking significant synergy, but that's okay. We don't need it. $37 million damage. Are we gonna kill? There we go. Got him. Oh, Vegeta's getting angry. All right, next turn we have to lose. We have to lose. If the whole rotation next turn actually goes through, I think we'll kill him before we come back here. All right, Beast is gonna tank this. What? He tanked that way too well. Dude, Beast is so good. Oh my God. I don't think, oh, how do we do this? How do we choke here? I need you to choke. Who's good at choking? I'm gonna stop saying that word. All right, hopefully Piccolo can just not actually like be good at dodging. Thank you. Again, wait, no. Somebody hit me just once. Oh my God. Do not dodge. I beg you, do not dodge. Thank you, jeez. All right, we got the revive. And now, finally, we can use our final trick, which is the active skill thing. Okay, you know what? This time, I am not going to use the active, just so that we can see how much damage we do without, yeah. So I'm gonna save the, I kind of just want to see how much damage we would do. Can we make sure we get 24 key? Let me see. So I'm gonna do this. Nah, you know what? Nah, let's not chance it. Let's just do it. Active. All right, get him. There we go. All right, so we're gonna do 56 million damage with the active. All right, now we'll test it out the other way. All right, 24 key guaranteed crita, and we are saving the 500% temporary buff. He dodged. Let's go. Why is he supering both times in slot 1? What the f? Finally, we get to see. All right. We got you slot 1. We got you slot 2. Royal Blue has been working out. He's pretty beefy and he's pretty scary. And I guess we should do this too, right? Just in case we want to actually like finish the fight. No, that's a mistake. That's too much damage. That's way too much. All right, we're just gonna roll the dice. No active for Beast. All right, there's no shot that Birdku is going to actually kill him. Dodge. No. Ugh! If he supers again, I think I'm dead. Oh my God, don't do it. 125 million, thank you. All that just to find out. Okay, 125 million attack set. Now it's gonna drop down. So remember that temporary attack buff is only for one attack, one instance. So you can either line it up with the active or you can use the Ultra Super. I think the Ultra Super is ultimately gonna be better. But there you go, that was worth the wait. I think we lose now. Unless he just combos and kills him. If I used his active, we would have killed. Oh, he got it. All right, cool. All right, perfect. This is how you do a showcase. All right, I gave you everything, and it only cost me my sanity. Nice. All right. I'm happy with that. Very happy. LR-AGL Super Saiyan Duo, the ultimate combo specialist, the ultimate slot 2, slot 3. I think ultimately he is going to be a better slot 3 because that damage reduction is actually going to be more effective in the slot 3 than the slot 1. As you saw at the beginning, you are still prone to take a good amount of damage even after the fact if you don't, if you're doing like the more tougher, the more difficult fights. So do be careful. As much dodge as you can, I think, is the best thing that you can do, because 90% damage reduction will still not save you on some of the higher difficulty events. We are approaching GDC. GDC is going to be the home of even more destructive events, more difficult stuff. So if you throw some dodge on him, even with all the combos, if you still can dodge an attack or two, that would be nice. You've got enough damage output from the criticals in the passive. You've got enough combos. More combos won't hurt, but since he's an AGL, you already have a base 5 in there. So whatever you can put into dodge first, I think is the best thing that you can do. Ideally 20 dodge with 15 additional. That's a 30% chance for an additional. That's my opinion. This is what I think is the best build for the character. So I will be changing some stuff around, and then I will also probably put some more attack equips on there just to give more, you know, more damage. My slot 1s for movie heroes are set. I've got Birdku, I've got Gohan. I don't need to put this guy in the slot 1. The only time that that's going to happen is if he's locked or something like that, or if I'm trying to get a specific rotation going. But very good unit. Very impressed. Worth the wait. Worth setting up that 500% temporary buff. That was cool. Morale boost can actually be used now. That's what I'm so happy about. Thank you, Dokkan, for making his condition far less stupid. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Load in the comments your thoughts on the AGL Super Saiyans. Do you like them? Do you not like them? How would you build the character? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of us. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.